Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Hope you're doing good today. Hope you brought your best self to the world today. And if you haven't, just remember that tomorrow is always a good day to do that. In this video, I wanted to go over just some trade breakdowns. The last two videos, I went over AMD at a high level, just what do those models look like? What does accumulation, manipulation, and distribution within the market look like? And then after that, I just gave my perspective on risk management, going over how I set my stop losses and take profits, how I think about playing my edge out over a series, what causes me to set my take profits the way I do. I usually go for 2R for every trade. So feel free to check those videos out. And so now that I gave a little bit of knowledge on the AMD setup and how I go about my risk management, I just wanted to get into a little bit of a trade breakdown. One thing I wanted to call out though, definitely feel free to join our Discord server. If you are needing any help in your trading journey, if you have any questions for us, we have a whole channel here full of mentors. We have funded mentors. We have stock options here, and we just go over all of our trades. We go over, what we're looking for in the market, the winners that we have. We go over analysis here in my channel. Up here, just go over a lot of analysis within the market, go over what we're seeing for the morning and whatnot. And so if you have any interest in that, definitely check the description below and click the link and just join the Discord to get some more knowledge on what we're dealing with here. And so, yeah, let's get straight into it. Just want to really break down a few trades that I took last week. I want to go over 2 wins, and I also want to go over 1 loss. Again, just to give more example of building off of the last video where I went over risk management and then also went over the accumulation, manipulation, and distribution models. So I have 9:30 marked up every day because the market opens at 9:30 for NASDAQ or NQ, and the morning session will end at noon. Right around 9:30, we have a lot of just volume in the market, a lot of volatility there that you can usually take very good advantage of. And I look for these moves right after 9:30 open for the most part. And so I frame up my trade on the 15-minute time frame. I try to correlate between the 15 and the 1 on what I'm looking for. So I was bearish on this day. I was actually bearish pretty much all of last week. And so on this trade here, usually how I would go about the market was get on the charts maybe around 8:30 just to see what it's looking like. See what price is presenting me at that moment in time, right? And so let's go back to 9:30 actually. So the first thing that I am noticing here is we have all of this accumulation within here, this accumulation here as well, and then we manipulate up to the upside to take out this swing high right here, and then we also strongly wick reject it. So we go all the way up here and then still manage to close below this swing low right here. We also have this swing here. We also have this imbalance here that we have filled up. Let's go ahead and mark that out. Actually, this is blocking. That's what I wanted. I wanted this here. So I'm seeing that imbalance there that we have tapped into, and really just manipulating all of this sort of accumulation right here. So I was bearish to open the market, right? And then also we just have this just massive bear trend, right? The trend is your friend. The trend is always going to be your friend. And so those reasons were really why I was wanting to sell. And also here we're noticing that we have these equal swing lows there, and then there's just a lot of resting liquidity right here. So I was looking to continue this downtrend, right? So as soon as market opens, I'm just looking for sell entries to the downside, right? That's really all it is. So let's play this out a little bit. And this here would have been our first move in the market. So again, we're still looking for that accumulation, manipulation, distribution. but on the downside. So I would have seen that this swing low here is causing me to manipulate these swing highs up here, and then this swing low is broken itself after it has already caused us to move downside. Then we have this imbalance for value gap, and I am looking for price to go 2R. As I mentioned in my last video, I like to target 2R for every trade. And that would be the first entry. So pretty straightforward there. Again, developing my bias in the 15-minute time frame, and then looking for an AMD model setup that correlates with the downside on the 1-minute time frame. So now let's go to Thursday, and I'll stop this around 8 again, so we can have time to develop that bias, right? So here, let's just stop it. There we go. So on Thursday, why was I again bearish? Why was I again bearish? That is the golden question to answer. It's just establishing, do you think price is going to go, when you hop in the market, you want to establish, do you think the market is going to go up or down before you make any decisions? You want to just get a feel for where you think orders are going to flow, where you think price is going to run. So on this Thursday morning, I'm seeing that we have filled up this imbalance completely. We filled up this imbalance completely, right? We have all of these equal lows right here. Where's my brush or my highlighter? We have all of these equal points too. We know that price, or at least I know that price loves to run these equal points. And so I always try to watch out for price potentially running those. So we have all these equal points. We again have the overall bear trend. We're still kind of playing off of this manipulation and tap into the imbalance here. We filled up this imbalance here, and so when price fills up an imbalance, we know that it's satisfied in that area. It's going to now push itself towards other imbalances, other areas of liquidity. Now that price has been offered at a fair point, at this stage of the market. And so fast forward to market open, we can see right at market open, we're dumping to the downside. These are things that we pay attention to, right? And so as soon as, let me get off of that. And so as soon as market opens, we can catch an entry within here. So I would have been looking for something like this, right? I would have been seeing this swing low. Again, we're developing our bias on the 15-minute, and then trying to find a accumulation, manipulation, and distribution model that correlates with that on the 1-minute time frame, preferably around 9:30 open, because that is when there's a lot of volatility. So we have this swing low. It is responsible for breaking another swing high on the higher time frame. Then also this wick here, you see how this is grabbing this and tapping into this imbalance here. You can use all those sorts of correlations. And then this swing low that has broken this swing high here is also broken itself. And we have a market structure shift to the downside. And let's move this. We know that we want to enter around market open. And actually on my broker, or actually here, you can see this very tiny fair value gap within this move to break this swing low that has already caused its own manipulation, right? And so I would be looking to enter exactly that. 2R once again. And we already know that it played out, because I have the replay bar here, but that's how we would go about it in the market session. So now let's go to Friday as well. It's hard to keep it from going too far forward. Let's see. And so again, though, I wanted to call out how I was seeing prices probably going to want to break these relatively equal lows, because we know that there's a lot of liquidity here. We did exactly that. That was a part of the reason I wanted to sell here at market open. And so at market open, let's bring it back just one so that I can show the trade in action. So this here is the loser. This is the losing trade that I still wanted to show you all. There's no problem with losing. You're never going to be 100% right in the market. You can do the same thing you did for the previous 50 trades, and lose 20 of those, right? There's no reason to change how you see the market, change how you are trading just because you take a loss. Your job is to do the same exact thing every single time. Be a robot. That is your job in the market, right? And so again, we've been selling all week. I'm seeing a lot of sell pressure. We're really ranging at this point, but I was still bearish on the day for Friday. I'm seeing that we have manipulated above this swing high right here and kind of started drawing to the downside. We have all of these equal points down here. There's really no imbalance here for price to want to fill up anymore, because again, price has already offered fair value on a lot of these different places. So I'm thinking that price is going to continue to the downside, maybe take out these equal points here now. Where's my brush, my highlighter? And I really just have no confidence, no reason to think that price is going to go to the upside here. We have this gap here that hasn't been fully filled. We have some imbalance here that hasn't been fully filled. So again, I'm looking for price to go to the downside. So let's go down to the 1 minute time frame and try to watch for that sell setup to enter, to form itself. So I actually remember this. I remember that it took a while for the proper sell to form in my eyes. I was actually kind of surprised for price to buy up here because we didn't have any imbalance for it to fill any. That's a little bit here, which actually did take. But yeah, wasn't expecting price to buy up here much, but that's no worries. We know that price moves in accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. So this here could either be the accumulation leg, and this manipulates here. Now we are looking for the distribution back downside. That is where mine was at. So let's play this out a bit up, and this is what I'm seeing, right? So we get up here, we have this large leg here right at market open, and then we start accumulating. Then we start, just accumulating, kind of ranging sideways again. And so we have this swing low again that is responsible for breaking this swing high, and then it is broken itself. And you could also do the same thing here. We have this swing low responsible for breaking this swing high, and then it is also broken on its own. And so I would call this the market structure shift to say that we are going to go back downside. And then I would call this the manipulation. So this would be the accumulation right here. This would be the manipulation. And then this is the distribution, this leg here. So I would place my entry point right here. I would set a limit, right? And then just go for 2R. And we'll see how that plays out. And so we get very close to hitting take profit, but then price just reverses and keeps on going to the stop loss. And that's no worries there. You can see my job is done. I developed my bias. I thought we were going to sell. I saw sell pressure come into the market, and I took a move based off of that. So I actually think my setup would have been more like this, more so like this. Yeah, that's more like it. So as you can see, we did get very close to hitting take profit here. Very, very close. This here I wasn't in the trade at this point in time, right? I was not tagged until here, so got very close and took a loss. No worries. And yeah, that's all I wanted to go over. Just wanted to have a quick trade breakdown of NASDAQ. NQ futures. Wanted to give my insight into how I go about the market, how I see the market. Again, if we need any help, if you're having any questions on your trade training, if you just want to see how this kind of goes out live for us, definitely feel free to join the Discord. Again, we drop all sorts of analysis here. We have resources for you guys to talk through and walk yourself through how we trade. And yeah, so thank you guys for joining into this session, and I look forward to just keep moving. I look forward to keep uploading more videos about how I go about trading. Next, I think I might want to get into more like psychology, journaling, and things of that nature. But yeah, until next time, and thanks.